What's up, guys? Gonna do a little competitive draft here with the Rivals of Ixilan, and thought this would be good to just kind of take a look at the draft picks and see if we agree with my choices or if there was a different avenue that we could have gone down. So here we go. Golden Guardian. Let's see. I haven't done many drafts, so still kind of reading some of these cards. This card seems really good. Okay, so that does seem solid. Mutiny is also a good card. Also like Water Knot. Though I don't think that they're on par with the power level of this. Just creating 4/4 golems every turn seems like a good spot to be. Gleaming Barrier is not good. This is solid. But yeah, I think this is where I'm going to be. So this is my second draft. The first draft, I drafted Black White Vampires, and I went 2-1. Okay, and I'm not, committed to any colors, which is also good. Polyraptor. I don't know if I want to be casting 5/5s for 8 mana. Doesn't seem like a very good spot. Crescent Herd Collar is really good. A lot of green in here. Exalted Sky Marcher is also really good. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go with, I think it would be down to this card and this one. And I think this is just where I want to be in terms of just power level. Putting 6 power across 2 bodies for 5 mana is pretty good, both of them trample. It's also a good chance that green gets cut off from my left. I could go into white, and there might not be as much white, or white might get cut off. This is good. This is pretty good. Hunt the Week is also good, so maybe we made the right choice by going into green here. Getting some green removal is actually pretty nice pickup. A Silence, that's pretty bad. Don't care about that. Crashing Tide is also really good. It does look like white may also be open. A Divine Verdict this late. Well, not this late. I mean, it's only the third pick, but still. It's usually like a top 3 pickable card. But I'm going to go with the Hunt the Week here. Okay, so I'm liking where I'm at right now. It does look like green is indeed open, or it's either that or these packs are just really deep, because we also have Impale that's here, which is just really solid. I think I want to pick up this Hardy Veteran. I mean, these cards are obviously also really good, but picking up solid 2 drops I think is, pretty key this early on in the draft. So I think I'm going to pick up this. Another Hunt the Week, huh? Interesting. So I'm probably going to get it. White. I think I could have also been in a pretty solid white deck. So we'll keep that in mind as things progress. Wow, a third one. This guy is really good. I had this played against me, and it's kind of difficult to deal with. So the question is, I think I want to just kind of stay in green here because I think I can get some really good white in my third pack coming back across. So if I can stay in green as much as I can and pick up these solid 2 drops, I think I'm down for it. I don't think I want a third hunt the week. This 4 mana conditional removal is expensive. Swaggin Corsair is okay. Buccaneers Bravado is decent. But I really haven't seen a whole lot of red. So I'm not even sure if red is open right now. I think I'm just going to pick up this amulet. Okay, so I might actually move into white here and pick up this Divine Verdict because I feel pretty confident that white is going to be open. And I'm not sure that I want to get a third Hardy Veteran right now. It does make me a little bit heavy on removal, you know, this early on. But I think I'm okay with that. So this guy is okay. Not great by any means. Moment of Triumph is usually pretty good, but this deck is not shaping up to be particularly aggressive. Although combat tricks are just good. I think I'm going to lean towards Moment. Okay, so I don't necessarily hate this. I'm not committed to white by any stretch of the imagination. I could still move into red. Frilled Deathbitter is solid. But I think I'm going to go ahead and grab this. Card seems pretty bad. These all seem pretty bad, but I'll take this in case I end up moving into red. Saw some decent black stuff coming across too, so probably not going to play that. Well, Telenoni's Summoner is really good. Is that enough reason to move into red at this point? So what do I have in white? I have Divine Verdict. Moment of Triumph. I could see a lot of red coming back in this pack because we got cut off, or didn't get cut off. I didn't see a lot of red coming from the right side, so that means that it's probably fairly open on the left side. Mutiny is also really good. Needle Tooth, amazing. But this card is just pretty great. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and pick this. There's not really a whole lot of green or white that I want to be drafting this early. All right. So, not a lot of, not much to be excited about in this pack. I could also go into Naya. I mean, Naya is also a possibility with Traveler's Amulet. I do like Stampeding Horncrest. I've been pretty happy with it, and sealed at least. The Forerunners are pretty good, but obviously I don't have any vampires. Could pick up another Divine Verdict. It's probably the best card, actually. Oh, man. 9 power of stuff. So do I already have a pretty defensive deck with all these walls and 2/4s, lots of removal. Do I just play this giant thing? I mean, if I play it, I'll probably win. I don't see how I could lose. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Fuck it. This is exciting. Alright. So, we're obviously going to be looking for mana ramp and things to stall out the board state, you know, fairly early on. Mana fixing, stuff like that is probably a higher priority now. Colossal Dremel is, you know, pretty great. But I don't know if it's better than Evolving Wilds in this particular spot, just because we're now in 3 colors, so and I don't want to have a bunch of amulets and stuff like that. Just want to go ahead and pick up this Evolving Wilds. This is exactly the kind of thing that I want to be picking up here. So I'm going to go ahead and snap this one off. I don't think it's particularly close. Alright, cool. Got a Mutiny. I like this card a lot. Deal with a, you know, opposing threat either, you know, early in the game or mid-game. I think it's always just pretty good. I would like to pick up some solid 3-drops. That hasn't happened yet. I also need to start picking up some more creatures, I think. We could probably move this Sun-Collared Raptor back in. And maybe even like these O3s would be good. The thing is, we've got to figure out, you know, what color we're going to be splashing. Right now, I kind of like splashing for white. Which means that I probably wouldn't pick up a 2-drop Sentinel. Oh good, another Mutiny. I will most certainly pick that up. I think in this particular deck, this is going to be good. So we're going to go ahead and snag that. Cards I'm interested in are like, you know, looming Altasaur, and I'm hoping to pick up like some commune. Here we go, perfect. A little 3-drop dino. This is cool. I like the way this deck is shaping up. I mean, we have some really nice removal with the mutinies. We have the Hunt the Weeks and the Divine Verdicts. It's shaping up pretty well. And we got the Colossal Dreadmaw as well. So we have some really nice top-end finishers here. So our focus is really just trying to, find some good mana ramp and some lower curve stuff. In this in this final pack here. Whew. That is awesome, but I don't know if this is what we need right now. I think something like Fathom Fleet Firebrand is probably the card that I need to draft. Because we just don't want to get overrun early. We have, solid late game. Tishana's Wayfinder is also excellent. It might be better than Wayfinder. Actually, it's probably better in this particular deck. So we're going to go ahead and pick that one. Alright, so I like Deeproot Warrior. So real solid 2-drop. And I just want to kind of beef up my 2-drops here. So I'm going to pick that one. So right now we have 5 2-drops. Question is, do I want Tillinolly's Knight or Thrash of Raptors? I'm not a big fan of this card. I could definitely see it getting cut. Maybe I'm being greedy by picking this instead of Tillinolly's Knight. But I feel like this, with 5 2-drops, I think that we're getting, to that number, 5, 6 2-drops is pretty good. Man, this card is really good, but it's just not good for a deck requiring red and white early when we're just trying to splash white. I can see this card not making the cut. Plusman Dryad is pretty great. I think that's exactly what we're looking for here. More ramp. I would really like a commune. A commune would just be perfect right here. Excuse me. A lot of white. Again, I'm really trying to keep my white to a minimum, be, base green-red. Let's see how many dinosaurs I have. I have 1. Oh, what is that doing in there? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dinosaurs. I don't know. I think Rummaging Goblin is probably better. Wait, did I not get the rubber genie? Oh, it gave me the... Well, I had it picked. Huh. Well, that's really unfortunate because I don't think this is a card that I would really want to play. Okay, so this is a card I probably would want to pick up here in this particular deck. Again, just trying to be on the defense here. There we go. Commune with dinosaurs is exactly what I want. Even though Mysterious Sunrise is really good. Another Thrash of Raptors. I don't think I really want any of this. Let's see, Dowsing Dagger. I guess Dowsing Dagger, that's not terrible. I mean, I could see an instance where it would be good. Demystify. Solid sideboard card, so we'll go ahead and pick that one up. Brontodon. Are we Bronting? We Bronting, guys? I don't think so. I think Bron's pretty bad. Solid 3-drop. Maybe there's Unknown Shores here, just to filter colors. I'm glad I picked up that Evolving Wilds when I did, because there just wasn't a lot of fixing. Alright, so I think this is a deck where I want 17 lands. Got a lot of mana effects. So we have 1, 2, 3 ways to produce white. And then maybe 1 plains. So that's 4 ways to produce white. So I think we get rid of stuff like this. Maybe we have our first, white cards at the 4-drop spot. Four drop is, really crowded. Solid sideboard cards here, against really aggressive decks. Bring in some 1/7s. Let's see, what else do we take out here? Maybe Frenzied Raptor? Frenzied Raptor doesn't really tie in with what we're trying to do too well. It doesn't, block very well. So I could see an argument for that one to be cut. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and cut one of those. Probably one of these Divine Verdicts as well. I'm going to keep the foil one though. If we're going up against, another dinosaur deck or something like that, we can bring in Divine Verdict. It's not very good against fast creature decks. I do like the Hunt the Weeks though, so I'm probably going to keep those in. So we have 16 creatures. I don't think I really want to drop down below that. So the question is, what do I cut? Do I cut this relic? Because I was able to pick up a Blossom Dryad. And we also have Knight of the Stampede as our mana accelerants. I think maybe 2 is enough. Like, we're not super heavy on the 5+, you know, drops. So I kind of like just getting rid of this relic. So we really kind of lessen our dependency on white. And then, so we're base green-red, we can add, you know, fairly comfortably add 1 plains. The other, I guess you could say, you know, just get rid of this other Divine Verdict and only have this giant fucking dinosaur. Yeah, I think maybe we'll just roll with it like this, because I do like to have, you know, a critical mass of removal spells. So this gives us 5. I think that's a good number. We don't have really any combat tricks or anything like that, so we're going to be really heavily relying on these removal spells. So we're going to add 1 plains. And 1 mountain. So we get 8, 9, 10, 11 ways to get green on turn 1. 6, 7, 8, 9. Red and 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I like this. Okay. Naya dinosaurs. Here we go. Hopefully it's not just a pipe dream to play this big thing, but I think that the deck that we actually built has a chance to drop this and just take over the game from there. So, and I think the deck can still win, you know, even if we don't drop this. You can just pump out 4 4s. And we're on the play. And this is a pretty good hand, so I'm going to keep this. 2 lands, a mana accelerant. You know, I don't think you could really ask for a better start than this. Another mana accelerant. I think we're going to start with Deep Root Warrior. It has the best chance to attack next turn. And hopefully we hit a land drop here. It's going to be pretty crucial that we do that. Land. No. That's not good. Alright, well, we gotta put the heat on them. And hopefully we can hit a land drop next turn and we're still in this game. Does he have a combat trick? And the other question is, do I care if there's a combat trick? So my goal here is to get to the late game, so I think the less damage that I take, the better. If he has a combat trick, then it probably eats up his turn. If it's like a... Okay, so he just doesn't have anything. And we hit a land, this is great. So we'll start with attacking. Perhaps he didn't expect the block there. Put this Blossom and Dryad out. So next turn, if we do hit a mana, then we could play this and Collared Raptor. Awakening Amalgam. Okay, so they have a 3/3. That could potentially get bigger than that. Alright. Naya Dinosaurs, we getting there? Alright, so I like starting off with an attack. And then we're going to play this bad boy. And then we're going to untap a mountain and play the Suncaller Raptor. Alright, so he can get a 4th land type if he's playing 4 colors, which he is. He's playing a 4-color deck. It's pretty random. Alright, so he does stop my attacks. Or does he? Let's see here. I could attack with everything, and then he blocks, and then I cast the Divine Verdict and kill it, and that's my turn. Alternatively, I could cast Trishana's Wayfinder and a Summoner. The other thing I could do is I could attack with just the Suncaller Raptor. And if he blocks, then I can make the trade, and then I can play Summoner after that. I kind of like that the most. If he does have a trick, then I'll lose my Raptor for nothing. I think we're gonna just attack with this, because if I attack with this and he doesn't block, then I think that's a tell that he doesn't have anything in his hand. And if he doesn't block, then he just takes a 1 and I can play these 2 things. Because this is a way for me to extract a little bit more information out of him as well without, you know, really putting too much at risk here. Okay. And this is going to get me to my other stuff a little bit faster as well. Yeah, I like Mutiny. I'm pretty far ahead on board, and so I think that's going to help me maintain my board position. All right. So this is a good turn for me to attack with Divine's Verdict. I'll probably just attack with everything. I don't think I want to waste a mutiny killing a 1/1. So we're going to go ahead and kill this guy. Yeah, I'm not sure about this deck. I think he's playing 4 colors. And hopefully it wasn't just for this. But my deck is feeling pretty sweet. Of course, it's pretty easy to feel that way whenever your opponent doesn't really do anything. So 4 color stuff. I would imagine that his deck is going to struggle with consistency, so don't want to try to punish him with a little bit more speed. You know, things like Frenzied Raptor. Cards like Divine Verdict might be pretty good against his deck just because I wouldn't imagine his deck being particularly fast. So Divine Verdict, I didn't really see anything enchantment-wise. Not really a need for any, like bringing in an Altasaur or anything like that. I didn't see anything that required that. So I think that my deck is actually just pretty well set up to beat his. So I think we're just going to run it back as is. Okay, another good hand here. Got a 2-drop. Hopefully we hit the 3rd mana. Alright, so this is looking like last game. Teamer Lemur. I could see, you know, since he's playing stuff like this, I could definitely see him playing stuff like Mark of the Vampire, cards like that, which would be, you know, a good target for Demystify. Aha! So he's going to try to mill me. And there's not a whole lot I can do. Well, at least not right this second about that. I can't Divine Verdict him. I can, if he plays another creature, I can Mutiny. So this makes a little bit more sense. Question is can he kill me? Can he mill me faster than I can kill him? All right, so that solves one problem. That's good. So we're just going to get him for one here, play Thrasher Raptors, and start going to town. And I can, obviously I can also hunt the weak this thing. And I'll have Divine Verdict as an option. Alright. I guess it gets the dinosaur out of the way. So I'm not hitting for 5. Go ahead and snag that plains. Oh no, I got milled. That's not good. Alright, but I still have my giant thing. So that's good news. Do I just hunt the weak this guy now? I mean, I am down to 15 cards. I don't think I really want to get milled too much more than this. And we can get him for 6 damage. We still have an unknown shore, so we still have a way to produce white mana. Although it's not very likely. Alright, there's the 3/3. But I will have a 6/6. I feel pretty good, my spot right now. So I did actually miss out on 2 points of damage by not casting my Dread Maw pre-combat. It's pretty bad. It's kind of a loose play there. He should be at 5 right now. But doesn't matter, we win. All good. Alright. Hopefully we can get to that nice 2-0. 2-0 is a pretty good payout in these leagues. If you're confident enough in playing in the single limbs. Alright, this is an interesting hand. So I can fight off early threats. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. And I also have a 2-drop that I can put down. So go ahead and get that plains out of the way. Ooh, hardy veteran, that's a good pickup. That guy. Swing for 2, and then we'll play this guy. Keep white mana up to represent combat tricks. There's a lot of white mana combat tricks. Okay, so I'm going to swing for 2, and if he blocks here, then I'm just going to have these 2 fight and kill this. And he chooses not to, which I anticipated. But I do think I still want to use one of these mutinies to kill this off. So I don't want to be taking too much damage. I do have a 9-drop in my hand, and I'm still a long ways away from casting it. Okay, so if I attack with this guy, this actually gives me ascend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 permanents. So I'm going to attack with both here. Man, that guy is amazing. Well, that guy has hexproof, so I can't mutiny him. Alright, I think what we do is we just play this and then we pass. If I attack, most likely what we're looking at is blocking on these 2 things. We get 4, 2, 3-4 damage through, but then we don't have a great follow-up. So I think just play this. Wait until he plays a good target for a mutiny. Golden Guardian really prevents him from attacking. I can also get this Colossus down and I can start beating in with that. All right. So I think I just jump block with one of my little 1/1 dudes here. This card's pretty great. It's amazing how fast you can get Ascend with it. Commune. Alright, no commune. Probably looking for a land here. Although Crescent Earth Caller is pretty good, but I think I want the land more so that I can get closer to this guy. I don't think I want to be casting Mutiny just yet. So he doesn't really have a good attack without flipping this thing, and then I start pumping out 4/4s. Okay, so that's a target that I want to cast on Mutiny. So we don't want him to get in repeatedly for 3. So I think I'm just going to cast the Blossom Dryad. And then we're going to cast Mutiny. Here, targeting here. Deal 2 damage to it. And if he wants to attack, be my guest. Alright, so he's going to tap this guy down probably. So he didn't play anything whenever I did this, and I think a double block here is good to get this 3/3 out of here. Oh, we're getting close. 7, 8 mana. We need 1 more. And then we can just clear out his team and then win. And we got rid of the hexproof guy. Oh man, This is so great. This deck is sick. Oh no. Are you countering my dude? Alright. Okay. Can't block it with my Dreadmaw. But I can fight it with my Dreadmaw. I think that's what I want to do. And then just kind of hang back. I don't have to attack here. Although that is only 6 damage and he would be a 7/7. So he couldn't kill it unless he had a trick, which I don't think that he does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think we do this. Seems right. And if he does, play a trick. Yes, cancel. Okay. Well, I'm glad I got that out of his hand. I think I still want to attack here. So I can 2-for-1 him. And then I got, the big finisher here, which, he's not expecting. He can't really attack back. I think this just gives me all the time in the world to set up my big dude. Cancel though, that would have really sucked if he canceled this. I would have been really sad. Hardy veteran. This guy is just a brick wall. Nobody wants to attack into that thing. You can't kill it. And if you do, you lose. Looks like a little lag here. He does have a lot of these can't be blocked things. maybe we have a lot of lag here. What's happening? What is happening? Alright, we get some time. We don't hit a land drop right away. But we did. So, let the festivities begin. And he's just like, what? What is happening? What requires this much mana? That requires that much mana. Core goal. Yeah. You just got Zekama. 9 mana, win the game. Better than Approach of the Second Sun. Because you don't have to cast it twice, you just gotta cast it once. Alright, so a lot of dumb, unblockable stuff, which makes me kind of want to play this Divine Verdict. I also kind of want to play this 3/4. Because I saw how well it just, like, this 4/4 stonewalled his entire team, so I kind of want to be doing some more of that. The problem is, so maybe taking out the 5-drop for the 4-drop. Since I'm on the draw, I can get something down a little bit faster. And then the question is, where do I fit in this Divine Verdict? There's really not a lot I want to take out. I don't want to take out one of these. So they also block pretty well against his, 2/2s. 2/4 bodies are great. Hunt the Weak is going to, pluck off his stuff. Yeah, maybe I just make that one swap out. Just get a 3/4 down a turn faster. I think this is fine. Defensive dinos. Okay. This hand is really susceptible to a fast Merfolk draw. He did mold to 6. I think I have to keep this anyway because I can theoretically cast everything, and I do have some 2 and 3 drops that I could draw into. Okay, so force is pretty good. I'll probably pick up another force with the amulet. Hopefully I get a 2-drop here. That would be the best situation. Or if he misses a 2-drop. Alright, well now I'm getting the planes. So that works. And hopefully it's he doesn't do anything too crazy. He just plays nice little tame 1/1s that I can deal with, relatively easily once I get to 4 mana. Alright. That one could, apply some pressure now. Perfect. So I will throw this 2/2 in front of this 2/2. Definitely trying to tempo me out here. Okay, so the question here is, do you play Thrasher Raptors or do you play Divine Verdict? He could bounce this and get in 2, 4, 6 damage. If he doesn't have a bounce spell, then I just stop his team from attacking. He is pretty close to Ascend though. So I might want to hold this Divine Verdict for this guy. Hopefully he doesn't have something like a cancel for the Crescent Herd Caller. Okay, so he doesn't have cancel, so that's good. So I can go ahead and jam this guy. Question is, do I want to attack? I think the answer is yes. I will be able to 2-for-1 him no matter what. Pretty far ahead on resources. Next turn I can play Hardy Veteran plus Divine Verdict. Okay. Question is, to attack with everything, what can he do on a crackback? So the max he could do would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I would have a blocker plus Divine Verdict, so even if he had a counter spell, I could still block 2 of that damage. If he has something like Dive Down, then I still only take 6. And that's if he swings out with everything and then he dies on the swing back again. So I think that I do when I attack with everything here. He has no cards in hand. So it'd take one hell of a top deck for him to get out of the situation. And I'm going to leave this Divine Verdict up for his 3/3. Aha, it also has hexproof. Alright, well then I guess we're killing this one. Helps to read the cards all the way through. Alright, so now I'm dead next turn. Well, no I'm not, because that was a great draw. So I can cast Mutiny to kill this 1/3. And then he has to block with this guy. GG. Alright, so here we go to match number 3. Hopefully we can 3-0 this draft. I definitely could have played that last turn better. I could have just not played the Divine Verdict. Wait to see if he casts something. And then I could have used Divine Verdict on my turn, on my attack step, to remove one of the things that's blocking one of my trample guys to get lethal damage through. Yes, I would like to play first. Yes, this is a okay hand. Really, 5 mana, two spells. So it's very easy for me to get flooded out here, so that's the scary thing, but I don't think this is a hand I can throw back. And we're well on our way to flooding out. Hopefully we get paid off with some top end. Okay. That is a pretty good draw. Have equips or attacks and blocking, so I don't mind him taking a turn off to attack. Well, okay. That's a problem. even with this guy, it could still pose a problem. 3, 4, 5. This is going to be 6 damage next turn. Okay, so let's think about this for a second. So I can attack for 3, and then 8 next turn. If I play this guy, can I play both of these? No. However, this does set up an opportunity for me to just keep churning out 4/4s and making it really difficult for him to attack. But if I do that, then that's pretty much all I'm doing. Of course, he's also eating up his entire turns trying to get a couple of points of damage through, because he'd have to continually pump him. The other route is to play this guy, and then I can play this guy for 3 mana. If I draw another dinosaur, then I have, potentially 5, 6, 7, 8 mana worth of dinosaurs I could play next turn. And then next turn I'm taking a max of 6 damage. I go down to 11. So first things first, I'm most definitely attacking. And then I'm playing this guy. And then I can play this guy, and then the following turn I can play this guy on turn 6, and also have the mana to activate him on the same turn. Well, that's not good. So I'm not going to block no matter what. I could take 7 damage, go down to 6. I think I can live with that. If he pumps everything into this, I mean, that's his entire turn. And then next turn, I'm able to triple block Actually, I probably won't triple block because I probably wouldn't be able to flip this if I did. Divine Verdict would be great. This card's really good. I've been really impressed with this guy. The couple of games that somebody's played it against me, it's been really tough to deal with. Excuse me. Five, six, seven, eight. I'll block 4 of that. So I'm having to fight this raptor. Might not be enough though. I have to draw away to kill this guy. Just too many lands. 4 spells. 10 lands and 4 spells. Don't really know why you would not attack with both in that instance. So you're basically giving me an out here. Pretty risky to put it all in one guy like that. Okay, so definitely bringing in Divine Verdict against something like that, as well as Demystify. So we're going a little bit heavier in the white department for this game. Maybe we just have to skimp on the commune and just hope that we can naturally draw a little bit better. So we do have to prioritize the white source a little bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't know that I really want to trim on anything, any mana color. Yeah, I think we're just going to keep it like this. Oof. I think I'm going to keep this. It might seem a little bit loose, but we do have a way to kill something, and then we have a lot of 2-drops. Hitting that mana drop was certainly good there. And hopefully it doesn't have the See Red spell again. Alright, I think that would just kind of hang out for a little bit. Not a whole lot going on here. If he attacks with this guy, I'll block with the Deep Root Warrior. If he plays something like See Red, then I can 2-for-1 him with a Mutiny. Opponent's pretty deep in the tank. Oh, it looks like he's just playing mono red. I don't think he's picked up another. I haven't seen another color. So he sees that I'm stuck on mana, so he's probably going to try to press the advantage a little bit here. Yeah, I like just blocking here. So it just has a much more upside in terms of damage it can deal over the long term. Now I can play this guy, and hopefully he doesn't have an answer for it. This is a great mutiny turn here. So we're going to have this deal 3 damage there. Kill that guy. And then we're going to play Hardy Veteran. I think I'm just going to block with the Hardy Veteran here. I don't think it's worth him having, you know, like a strike or something like that and losing this guy. One that's easily preventable, because this guy can take over a game if I'm able to flip it. Okay. So he is indeed mono red. That's pretty amazing that red was so open that he's able to just draft one color like that. This is a pretty good draw. Just a big giant wall of stuff. I think I'll wait a turn before attacking. Wow. What was this draft pod doing? That is just insane. The thing is I can't even kill this because this is going to come right back. So I could just attack here. What does he block with? He probably just blocks with the Rowdy Crew. Which doesn't accomplish a whole lot. So if I kill this guy, I mean, there is the off chance that he blocks with the Rekindling Phoenix, and then I can finish it off with a Mutiny, and then we continue our stalemate. So I think it's worth making the attack here, although it's very unlikely that he blocks with the Phoenix. I think it's worth a try because I think that I'm most likely dead with it. So my follow-up now is to have this deal damage to this. So I can play this guy. That might be just too late because he's going to swing for a lot next turn. This guy is just that good. There's probably a big red deck in Standard that has these guys in it. And it plays like Rekindling Phoenix and Glory Bringers and a bunch of removal, Sweltering Sun type stuff. Okay, well that's another 1-1, even though I am dead next turn. I mean, without the Phoenix, though, I think there might have been a good chance that I could win this game. But now he swings for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This deck is really good. Yep. So this deck was pretty cool. It actually did a lot better than I thought it would. I don't think, at least it doesn't feel like the deck is, or this format is too fast for a deck like this to do well, even in draft. So it makes me think that in sealed it could be even more so. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll continue to do some more of these, and hopefully I'll get better with the commentary, and hopefully this is good for you guys watching. You know, not only just learning some stuff, but also just pointing out draft picks or play mistakes that I may have made and just didn't catch. I do know that I didn't play perfectly in this league, um, but you know, would love to hear some feedback. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.